Oh, my nervous system loves it. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hello, if you are new, my name is Andrea Johnson. I am your mystical muse, your manifestation mind, your spiritual inspiration. Welcome to Mystical Muse Minds, where we discuss a topic to expand our consciousness and improve our lives. So, with that being said, XO tatted all over her body. That was very random. Apparently that is in my subconscious somewhere. Thank you, radio. Okay, I wanted to discuss a topic that I think that can help a lot of people. And if you viewed my channel, you currently know that I am dealing with said topic myself. And that is things that I have found that have helped me move through the energy of depression. Just with the astrological alignments of 2025, we have a heavy hitter year on purging energies that no longer serve us. Part of that is also like going through depression. Part of that is losing a sense of identity or letting go of attachments or attachments falling away. The universe is like, boom, bitch. If you ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for you. In this video, I'm gonna go over exactly what depression is, how you can navigate through it, and how you can elevate your energy physically, mentally, emotionally to shift through heaviness of this time period or just in your life in general. Because let's be honest, guys, depression is what Jim Carrey says, your soul choosing a different character. Your soul is speaking to you through this energy of depression, of that heaviness, that it is tired of the character that you're playing and it's asking you to level up. I'm just going to give you my own unique definition of what depression is. And I agree with what Jim Carrey has said. Depression is basically your character not in alignment with who you truly are. Your character is basically speaking to you through a heaviness of energy, that your thoughts are not in alignment with your true self, with love, right? So it's basically saying your spirit is tired of playing the character that you are currently playing in life, and it's asking you to get more in alignment with love, with your soul, to do the things that spirit is pushing you to do, right? There's some kind of storyline in your head that is creating this energy or depression, because essentially our life is created through that narrator in our mind, right? So when that voice is speaking negatively or low vibrations are associated with the words that are coming through, what that narrator is basically speaking our life into existence, hence abracadabra. The way you speak to yourself does create your life. And so depression is just sign for you that whatever that narrator is telling you in your life is a lie. It is not truly in alignment with love, your soul. So therefore you know that it is an illusion, and it's only you feeding the faith in it or feeding the belief that it is true, creating that depression in your life. You can essentially do a mindset shift or a reframe, is what we call it in NLP, to up-level yourself, to change the voice in your mind, to then see the vibrational shift, the way you speak to yourself, making it come up to maybe hope or belief or faith, something a little bit lighter. If you can't fully pull yourself all the way up to love and enlightenment, right? Because the scale of frequency going from depression all the way up to enlightenment is a pretty big jump. So essentially that's what really depression is. It's you feeding the thought that you are depressed. And I know a lot of you out there are gonna be like, well, that really doesn't help me. Like, what do? I have this feeling over me. And the problem comes, guys, when we are stuck in this feeling of depression for so long that neuroplasticity pathways form around this energy, and we further identify with it, right? We further identify with the idea that we are a depressive person, or we're going through a depressive phase, or even through seasons of life. You'll find that whenever you enter into that season again, you will become depressed again, because you're associating like a certain season with depression, right? Just like the winter blues depression. Most of you probably expect it, and so therefore you create that reality. So a lot of it is mindset, guys, and I understand pulling yourself from that mindset is hard, or the storyline that we tell ourselves, it's hard. I get it. The true key here is acknowledgement that this depression is not you. It is just a program on repeat in your brain, and that you have the power to change it and to give yourself space and grace and love and compassion, knowing that you will change it, having the faith in yourself that you will change it, and working with spirit to change it, setting the intention that this depression or this energy is not going to defeat you. It honestly is going to be your superpower to your best blessed highest self. So let's dive into some ways in which you can start shifting the energy of depression now that you are aware of your energy system and truly what depression is. So one of the first things that I like to do when I start to actually realize myself getting into a depressive pattern is analyze the thoughts going through my mind. What am I telling myself that is making me feel this certain way? Is there something that has happened in my external world that is making me feel this way? So it could really just be one of two things as well too, guys. Like if something has happened in your external world, maybe you had an energetic attachment that fell away, or maybe it's your internal world where you're feeding a belief or an idea based upon an experience that you had, or you're trying to basically put logic to why something had happened or how you are feeling on the inside. For example, if you have seen my channel, you know that I'm going through a separation from my husband, and there is a storyline going on inside my mind that I constantly see that I'm being pulled into a depression when I feel that I need a man or a family in my life, that I feel like I shouldn't be alone. And that is just programming from society. Maybe it's been, my family, whatever it so may be, of why I'm thinking the things that I'm thinking. It's bringing me to a lower level vibration, a depression, that I don't have a man. I'm 30 years old, 33 years old. I don't have a family. So, or my shot at that is very slim at this point in time. So this is a story I'm telling myself, and it's bringing my vibration down. Now that I'm realizing that this story in my head is affecting my vibration, and therefore it's going to affect my reality and how I show up, how I create in my life, the energy that I have. If I keep feeding this belief, I'm going to stay stuck there, and that's the reality I'm going to be manifesting. Or it will be very hard for me to make movement in other aspects of my life because I feel I need to be either a wife or have a family or things like that to be happy and fulfilled, and I don't, right? So it is the idea of being alone is depressive for me. Now, I'm not saying everybody is like this, but that is just where I'm finding my subconscious beliefs are not feeding me truth. It's lies, right? So I'm shifting my mindset to a forward thinking modality, or just calling out the BS of my mind, right? I'm actually seeing how things are serving me in the moment, and I'm focusing on the life that I want to create, right? That is where you want to place your mind, not necessarily in the past or that storyline, right? Or you want to place it in the present moment. So if you bring yourself to the present moment, you ultimately know that that storyline is BS. You kind of see it for what it is. That's not truth at all. Like you touch base with your authentic self, and you realize nothing was truly wrong, and it was a story you just all made up. And that is connecting to the present moment, is connecting to your heart and love and basically God, essentially. So you realize nothing is wrong. So that kind of cures the whole thing in itself. That is the present moment, the true thing to truly exist. Now, what you want to do then is place your attention on what you want to create in your life. So let's go back to the analogy that eventually, like, either I have one or two choices. I can focus on, I will eventually have the husband and the family that I want in my life, or that I truly am okay by myself, and to learn how to be by myself and practice self-love, right? Because that is the separation causing the depressive thoughts, is the separation from love, right? So truly, I know from this shift in thought that I have to do things for myself to fill up my cup, to show myself love, right? And then the family will come, if so may be that my path, right? So then that's kind of what you have to focus on, is how can I have more love in my life? Where is the separation from myself and love with this storyline? Why was I so attached to finding love within another person or finding love within a family that I'm telling myself I will never have. So where can I show myself love and fill up my own cup and create that same feeling without having things in my external world basically serve as a channel to then prove to myself that either I need those things to not be depressed or fulfilled, that I can basically provide that for myself. And so that's where I have literally called out that voice in, my head for a lie, for what it is, right? Because I'm finding that when I show myself love or I'm doing actions that create that love and nurturing feeling within me, it's basically showing me that I just needed to show up for myself all along. I needed to actually, which brings me to my next point, besides showing yourself love, is doing hard shit. And that's part of self-love too, guys, is actually doing the stuff that you made promises to yourself. It's showing up as your authentic self, being true to you, your fullest expression, right? And part of that is doing hard stuff that scares you. When you actually start taking action in the world and living out what your soul wants to create, it's going to create that momentum forward. It's going to create that love feeling within you. And most of the time, guys, what we don't actually realize is that the depression or the lack of love in our life is basically us not taking action and alignment with ourselves, with our fullest expression. If we just do the things that are hard and that scare us, you will find it will be very fulfilling for you. So I really think that not taking action on that little voice and your, like, the intuition and your, basically your body, the feeling of like, this is for me, or those dreams and desires, the life that you actually want to create, when you're not actually doing the things that you know are in alignment with that, then I feel like that's where the separation comes. You're taking actions, or the lack of action, not in alignment with that life, and it's causing the depression. It's causing anxiety. It's causing a disconnection with spirit, right? Because that is truly your soul coming through, wanting to experience something. Because part of us, yes, we are energetic beings. We are all that is. We are spirit embodied, but there is a human aspect to us because of this body in the material world that we want to experience. We're here for a reason. You are here for a reason, and your soul is wanting to create, and the lack of action of creation is unfulfilling for the soul. It came here to experience and expand and evolve. And when you get to a certain point of the lack of experience or evolution, this is just pushing you in that direction to move with the energy, right? Unless you can clear it and then basically be just okay with the present moment and understand that everything is okay and that you truly don't need to be doing anything. But at the same time, that's not really a human experience either. So kind of getting back on track of, once I have identified the things that will make me feel better, I will write them down on a piece of paper. I will like pull out and write them in my notes on my phone if I don't have paper. And I will basically create a list of actions that I can take to bring myself back in alignment, to make me feel like I am making progress on goals, that I am doing hard stuff that I am scared of that are gonna move the needle. And there will be some things on that list that, it's showing myself love. Maybe it is going and getting a massage. Maybe it is going for a workout. I'm actually gonna move energy through my body to get endorphins going, to get that low level frequency out of my body, right? So I will literally do physical actions of a combination between self-care, self-love, and moving the needle on my goals. When I do those things, and sometimes it's very hard to make movement on them, to get myself to do it, I will kind of trick myself into being like, okay, I'm just gonna do this one thing for like 30 minutes and see how I feel, right? And typically when I do the thing for 30 minutes, I end up spending like a whole hour doing the thing. So part of that is doing some things that I want to create in this world, like working on projects that, you know, I'm either stuck on or that I know is going to be difficult, that's going to require a lot of time and attention. And it's almost like it delays that instant gratification. And I only want to work on things that give me that instant gratification so I can get a quick boost of energy, of fulfillment. So it's really a combination of trying to do those quick actions that you know will move the needle quicker or give you that quick jolt of satisfaction, but also you have to combine it with the things that take some time and understand the compound effect that over time it will add up, right? So it is just day in and day out doing basically that same thing. And I usually create a daily schedule around that, and moving, it makes me feel better that I move the needle on some things that were hard, and I focused my time and attention and understanding, and I know that these things are hard, but I am acknowledging that I am trying, I am moving forward with them, and it makes me feel better. And then I combine that with that quick dopamine hit, essentially, with the productivity of like, oh, I did this, you know, I made this post or something like that, or I knocked out this quick work task, and yes, that makes me feel good. So it's building the momentum. Another thing that I like to do to help move the energy of depression is some kind of a spiritual practice. You know, you don't have to be spiritual to basically do this. You can find the same type, I say, energy and reading some kind of an uplifting book, something that inspires you. You can do meditation. You can do movement in the body, like connecting to your body or to your breath, something of that nature. It's something to basically pull your consciousness from your mind or connect with an inspiring message or an uplift, like something to uplift your spirit, being part of something beyond yourself that you are connecting to. And sometimes people find that in just like inspiration, I want to say, of like maybe creating something, because honestly guys, the opposite of depression is inspiration. It's creating art, or it's creating something in the world that you find inspiring. It's almost like it's being in the flow state. It's almost like a spiritual experience, because you're kind of like in this flow state of you are in your body, you're not in this body, you feel yourself connecting to something beyond you, like things channeling through you, ideas coming to you. It's a very spiritual experience when you are truly creating from your soul or from the things that you want to create in your life. This is where some of the greatest artwork is born. This is where some of the greatest, like, you know, comedies or things like that, you think of Jim Carrey or Robin Williams, they turn their pain into a creative outlet. So depression into creation, right? To channel that energy to bring them up and create something in the physical world with it, right? Because you are the bridge between heaven and earth, and that energy running through your body, you create with that, however which way that you decide to create with it. Another thing that I find that helps me, some people might want to be alone, but actually forcing yourself to get out and do something, forcing yourself to maybe go out in nature, even if you want to be alone, just go for a walk. You know, being in high vibrational environments, you basically become the environment that you're in. So like, for example, if you go for a walk or a hike or something, those plants and the trees, that's going to basically bring your energy level up to their vibration, which is that loving, nurturing Mother Earth feeling. So that can be very healing for a lot of people. Your intuition knows exactly what you need. So I would sit down and just ask yourself, okay, where can I go to give me a shift in energy? Where can I go that I find inspiring? Where can I go to up level my mood? Sometimes, like for me personally, it's going to like really inspiring coffee shops. I just like the coffee shop vibe. Just this artistic, just like jazzy, I don't even know, vibe. I really like that. I like spiritual shops. That up levels my energy because it's more of like the mystical, magical, witchy vibe that I really truly find healing for me. And nature, I really do like to get out in nature, but it's only in certain points of nature. Some people really like forest and trees and will go on a trail, but for myself, if I'm feeling a very heavy depression, I need to get myself to water, to a river, the ocean, something of that nature. And if I cannot go out in it, like, you know, in the summer months or something like that, where I can find like a river or like a watering hole around here, I will take a bath or something of that nature. I will take a shower. I will recreate the energy of being in water, and I will do like a water meditation. I will put salt in my baths, or I will even go to the float tank at Theta and then do a magnesium soak. So part of that too is working with the physical body. You can have movement or bring yourself to a higher vibration just with doing things for your body. So you can do sound healing to move energy. You can do energy healing to move your energy. You can also do aroma therapies, like smelling certain scents can bring your energy up. So if you understand the frequencies or the hertz, the level of hertz, there's a scale, I can't even remember, guys, of what some of this stuff is. Like food has levels of hertz associated with it. Oils, essential oils do. So those are all vibrational things that you can use as tools more so than the mindset shift. They're easy things to use in your environment to help bring your energy up. So I will do aromatherapy with like oil diffusers in my home. You guys see, like, I love using incense sticks. I will do sage, things like that. And then as far as food, high vibrational foods change the chemistry of your body. So it changes the energy of your body. A lot of people with depression will actually eat fruit because fruit will give you that energetic boost, and it's also very hydrating for the body. So you'll find that certain foods that you eat will shift your mood, right? So it's however which way that whatever energy that you are embodying, what you need to use in your external world as a tool to help you. And you'll find that the things that you're craving, like say food or environments to be in, maybe some people to reach out to, things like that, that is your intuition pushing you to up level your energy. Your intuition already knows what you need to bring yourself up. So that's why you're craving certain things. And that's even to say vices, guys. And I call them vices, but it's diving into like junk food or even like drinking or smoking or stuff like that. That is you or your soul in the moment bringing you up to that next level. And that is why people dive into those things to cure depression, or I say it's not to cure, it's just an escapism, because it's numbing yourself. But in that moment, that numbingness is more healing than the actual energy of being in depression. So that is why you crave those things. And until you actually get to the root cause of it and, you know, maybe adopt some better coping mechanisms, well, that's where you'll keep diving into those numbing mechanisms to help you. But essentially, that's more healing than sitting alone with yourself for the time until you can figure out how to process the energy in a better way. Those coping mechanisms will wear down the physical body in itself, and you'll start getting health symptoms associated with it if you keep doing the toxic shit. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps you. These are some things that I have been doing to really help me navigate this period that I'm in. Like I said, it all starts and ends with you. It is all the story in your mind. And I know that's not helpful for some of you out there. Some of you can realize it, and some of you are like, well, screw this. Like, I've tried to work with my mind and it's still hard. And that is okay. The greatest thing that I can, or advice I can probably tell you, is give yourself space and grace for the season that you're in life. Understand that what you are going through, how you're thinking, acting, feeling, this depression, this heaviness that you're going through, it is not forever. The greatest gift that God can give us is change in our life. And I know not a lot of people like change, but honestly, it means that this is not going to last forever, right? There are greater days ahead. You have yet to actually live out your life. So the people that you're going to meet, the experiences that you're going to have, you know, the love that you will create in your life, you have yet to even touch all the experiences that are about to come your way. So it is just understanding that this depression is not you. It is just a moment in time, and it's going to pass. It's going to pass. I promise you, okay? You just hold on to faith, and you work with spirit, and you just do the best that you can, because honestly, we all are doing the best we can every single day. Every single one of us is, guys. So, I'm sending you all my light and all my love. Satnam.